Welcome to part 2. So now we know what the aircraft does. Yeah, we know that occasionally the nose will pitch up. And we also know that an aircraft is most vulnerable during takeoff and during landing. That is when the angle of attack is critical. Because the higher up you are in the air, the more time you have to correct any problem. The closer you are to the ground, or the closer you get to the ground, the less time you have to correct any problem that may arise. Now, we have been told by very many experts, the right way to correct this problem is to switch off the system. Switch off the MCAs, and we have been told exactly how it is done. However, we now understand why the system is there in the first place. So the question we must ask is, how will the aircraft behave without the MCAs? Because the MCAs were put there to protect the aircraft. Is it possible that the aircraft will pitch up in such a way that the pilot will not be able to control the aircraft? That is a question for the experts, and especially the engineers at Boeing. Because the answer to that question seems to be yes. Because why insist on installing the MCAs to make the aircraft safer? And even more telling, why introduce this during a stage of certification? Because it would suggest, it would seem that without this system, then maybe the certification would not have been given. What if in Ethiopia on Sunday morning, the pilot grappled with the aircraft? It's going nose down, it's trying to take it up, it's going nose down, it's trying to take it up, and then finally, the pilot switched off the MCAs. And when he switched off the MCAs, the aircraft became uncontrollable. Now on your screens right now, you can see the flight path of the ill-fitted aircraft. And you can clearly see that it supports this theory. Because the last climb looks very steep. You can see that very clearly. And after this steep climb, that was the last climb of the aircraft. After that, it does not climb any higher. And the graph suggests a stall. And then the Ethiopian Airlines flight disappeared from radar. It fell from the sky. I'm one of those people who believe that the Ethiopians made a very smart decision to ensure that the black box never went anywhere near the United States, the country of origin of Boeing aircrafts. Because we all know how brutal the corporate world is. People want to protect their businesses at all costs. And if this involves not giving people enough information or hiding information, then so be it. That's what any corporate boss would do. However, in this case, this is a very serious matter because it involves the loss of life of hundreds of people. My prayer is that whatever the consequences, even if thousands of jobs are going to be lost, it is very important that the truth and the whole truth comes out. But already you can tell there are some very ugly truths in this very sad story. And although Boeing makes a lot of money from defense contracts, military contracts, it is obvious that the 737 MAX is a very important part of its profits. Indeed, it has been the fastest selling aircraft in history. Until next time, this is Chris Kumekucha.